Food policy. Oh, that sounds wonky, but it just might be what's needed to save our planet. The Plant-Based Treaty and the City of West Hollywood co-hosted this fascinating Food Day event as part of LA Climate Week. Along with a delicious plant-based spread, speakers laid out why going plant-based is absolutely crucial.
Animal agriculture is one of the leading causes of climate change and water and air pollution, but it is the single leading cause of deforestation, species extinction, biodiversity loss, ocean acidification, ocean dead zones, soil erosion. I mean, there are so many things that this industry contributes to. And I think that's a really great way to start relating to other people. Everyone cares about something, and we can tap into their passions to drive them to action.
West Hollywood has now made history. All of their official city events are now plant-based by default. West Hollywood Mayor Chelsea Byers revealed that all she needed was a little push from advocacy groups.
What it took for me was just hearing that this idea was out there. When Mercy for Animals started knocking on my inbox and asking me, as somebody who was situated as, in my bio, it said I cared about climate change. Our city was a city in our climate action plan that addressed factory farming and mass agriculture as a problem with climate change. So there was sort of all of this in a matrix that would line up and be like, yeah, that makes sense to go target them. But now what else makes sense? City of Santa Monica has been a long time a leader in sustainability. How else can they start thinking about this, right? What other cities host a lot of events and do a lot of food, right? Just sort of thinking about those things. And I think that's what it takes. It's your creativity, reaching out and crossing that bridge and really shaking the doors of government, because I promise it was a few emails it took, but help us get the job done, right?
I really appreciate that, Mayor, to encourage everyone to take action. And we encourage all of you to take action.
Plant-Based Treaty's Samantha Lau moderated this groundbreaking food policy discussion where government policy makers cemented the importance of moving away from animal agriculture.
Juli from Better Food Foundation, can you tell us exactly what Mayor Byers was talking about when she talked about defaults?
Default is a key component to all of this policy that's being passed. So what is a default? When you go to an office, you go to a large event, you go to your cafeteria at your corporation, the food being served is default, but you can still opt in for meat or dairy. It drastically reduces meat and dairy intake. Example today, did you guys, thank you.
Thank you, Plant-Based Treaty and West Hollywood, for hosting us. We really fundamentally need to re-examine the way we grow food, the way we consume food, the way we purchase food. So, globally, a third of our emissions comes from our food systems. And, animal-based diets are more carbon intensive, require more land, water, and really result in poorer health outcomes. And we got some of the most delicious plant-based foods here today, and we all realize that it tastes delicious.
In a dramatic development, this official revealed that Los Angeles County, the most populous county in the United States with nearly 10 million residents, is taking serious strides to incorporate plant-based meals into its government functions.
It's massive. There are 10 different departments within the county operating 26 food venues and programs and over 110 different food contracts. I mean, it's massive. So the supervisor, recognizing that the county could be a leader in this area and make significant environmental impacts, back in 2024, she introduced a motion along with Supervisor Schulz to review the county's food procurement policies. And this was really written and worked on in alongside Mercy for Animals, who's here today. So thank you for all your work on that. And that motion really looks to identify ways to increase plant-based foods and was our strategy for reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
This is huge, as LA County is home to more people than 40 U.S. states combined.
We need to look at our food system.
One strategy to get cities to offer more plant-based foods? Just partner with the local vegan restaurants and let them provide healthy and sustainable food at official city events.
You're drumming up business for them and also really championing the work that is already happening in the community.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, and actually, plant-based treaties are working on a lot of campaigns that work with businesses. 100 Cafes campaign, and we want to build a strong economy for the plant-based community, and that's why Plant-Based Treaty does have a lot of campaigns like that.
Plant-Based Treaty's Ellen Dent honed in on why it's so absolutely important for city governments to go plant-based now.
So over 83% of the agricultural land that is used towards animal agriculture, and that only produces about 37% of protein and only 18% of global calories. So our current food system as it is not sustainable, and we cannot continue to consume this way and expect that we are going to have a good future on this planet. What we need is for our food system to turn into a carbon sink. So instead of emitting carbon, it needs to actually absorb the carbon, and we can do that through plant-based transitions.
In an Oxford University study reported in the New York Times, heavy meat eaters, which describes many, if not most, Americans, can reduce their greenhouse gas emissions footprint by a whopping 75% by switching to a plant-based diet. There was so much talking today, panel discussions, questions, speeches, but the bottom line is that there is a way 3 times a day that you can combat climate change. It's right on your plate, and it's delicious. I'm Jane Velez Mitchell for Unchained TV.